Hello, everybody. I am so excited to connect with you this evening. I have something exciting to share. I know it has been a while. I'm going to wait a few moments to see if we can make sure that we're connected on both Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So I'm hoping that we're all connected. All right, let's check my settings here. All right. So we're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and live on Instagram. Awesome. All right. So this is how things are going to go tonight. I have something very exciting to share. And for those of you that are joining in different places, if I'm looking left and right, that's because I'm trying to keep track of all the tabs I got going on here. But I wanted to quickly come on this evening in celebration of one of our youngest authors, author Joshua Evans. And so I just wanted to give him a round of applause for being just so consistent in everything that he does. I spoke with his mother earlier today, and we decided to come together to put together something special for Joshua. So first and foremost, I know you're like, who exactly is Joshua? Well, Joshua is, if you remember, the author of now 5 books. But about 5 years ago, when he was 11, we started with the Coulson's Kids, and everybody is familiar with the Coulson's Kids. That was number 1, and this is number 2. Well, since then, Joshua has moved on to do 3 comic books. So I wanted to share with you the screen briefly to show you who Joshua is and talk a little bit about what I'm here to do in support of Joshua and how you can support Joshua as well. All righty, let's see if I can pull it up here. All right, so this is Joshua Evans. Happy birthday, Joshua. He is now 16, but look at that little face. He was, I think, 11 or 12 around that time frame. So this is when he launched his first book, and you see his mother Crystal behind him, and I was in the video, but we're not going to show me. And some of his friends, we launched that during the pandemic. So this was the first book, The Coulson's Kids, The Family of Peace, his first book. So that's that video that you see right here. And then he did so much. He did so many additional things, and it's so exciting because Joshua used this time off, with the pandemic, not to just, fool around, but he actually got a Channel 2 interview. I mean, he was with Kelly Swoop. Then I did an interview with him, which we're not going to play. Then he wrote his second book, The Coulson Kids 2. And then this is when Joshua took off. He developed what's known as the Spike Trio. And so his mother connected him with the person that does comic books and things like that to really hone in on Joshua's passion. So Joshua has his own YouTube channel, as you can see with him holding his 2 books in the caption. And these are just some of the things that Joshua's doing. Oh, and the Harmony Pals. So this is an incredible kid. And I know you're looking at this sweet little face, and he's still sweet. That's still my heart. But I want you to see how much Joshua has grown. Look at that face. You see the little hairs under there? That's my baby. He's gotten older, y'all. So starting working with Joshua when he was 11, that's one thing. But now to see that Joshua is 16 years old, and I'm like, I feel like he was just born, So let me read a little bit about Joshua. So he's a fun, exciting, and inspiring young man. He loves to play the piano, read books, write. Story time was always his favorite as a young child. His passion for reading and writing developed. And I can just honestly say that when you see Joshua, you're going to almost always see a notepad in his hand. He's always writing. He's always reading something, carrying around. He'd actually get in trouble for carrying out his book, his writing pad, because he wasn't paying attention, And so Joshua is not one of those kids that's just going to, act out. But he may get in trouble for reading too much or writing too much when he's supposed to be doing other things. Joshua is just so passionate about reading and writing and literature, creative expression. And so it's amazing to see him now as a 9th grade honor student. He loves to pray, worship, read, write, and learn. And I can personally attest to this. Joshua is a remarkable young man, and it brings tears to my eyes sometimes to see and to accept that he is actually in the ninth grade, because Joshua was a little itty bitty thing with a hat, wearing a hat that was bigger than his whole head, as a kid. And so to have the opportunity to work with him when he was 11 years old to do this first book and then the next book was such a joy and an honor. And so I wanted to share that with you guys so that you can kind of get a feel of who Joshua is. And I want you to see his books. So here's everything that Joshua has done. You got Harmony Pals, the Spike Trio issue 2, and then the Colson Kids, which is the first one. And then this is the second one here. So I would love for everybody to come together to support Joshua Evans. He is a remarkable young man. And again, it is his 16th birthday. So I'm going to go ahead and leave. Actually, I'm going to post this link in the chat for everyone to support. Because guess what? When you support, I have a surprise. Well, not a surprise because I'm going to tell you, but I have something for you. So let me go ahead and cancel this really quickly. And I'm going to bring up. Okay. All right, so you may be wondering, what exactly is the surprise? Glad you asked. So to celebrate Joshua's 16th birthday, I'm looking for 16 people to take part in this 16th celebration. So here's how it works. I want you to be one of the first 16 people to purchase one of Joshua's books, or share this live stream to your network and comment "Happy Birthday, Joshua," and inspire another young child. So I'm looking for the first 16 people to celebrate Joshua's 16th birthday. And in return, I'll do something special for you, which will be 16% off one of my publishing or coaching services, or a 16-minute free consultation. And yeah, I do typically charge for my consultations, and they're 15 minutes. So getting a free 16 one is great. I'll offer you 16 days of access to something exclusive, or 16 writing prompts to assist you in your journey of writing. So I just wanted to kind of share that 16 for 16 celebration going on so that you can take part in that. And if you're in the comments, say hello. I see some new faces jumping on. We just shared a little bit about Joshua and his birthday celebration, and I posted a link for you guys in the chat as well. All right, so this is where you can purchase Joshua's books. If you want to donate a Cash App or something like that to support him, $16, that's fine too. And I can share that information, his mother's information. But we want to be a support to Joshua Evans. And I only have 2 of his books here. But ever since we did these 2 books, he went on to launch 3 more books. So Joshua has 5 books. And I'm telling you, he first started when he was 11. And now to be 16 with 5 books, that's a lot. That's a lot. So I'm just going to show you guys again Joshua Evans' book, his first one that we did together. Oh, here's the back of it. See how little he was? That's my baby. And now Joshua's getting older. So we got to take some new pictures. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. So not only do we do children's books, but actually work with children to do children's books. So again, that's Joshua Evans. I shared his website and I put the link in the chat for you as well. So again, 16 people purchase his book or share the live stream and give Joshua a shout out to inspire another young child, or send $16 to support him. And in return, I will offer you a free 16-minute chat or 16% off of something. But we really, 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 really want to celebrate this young man of God who loves the Lord, who's a 9th grade honor student in his Christian school. I'm not going to say where, because I don't want you popping up at Joshua's school, but it is just a phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal young man. And it's so much in his future. And I'm excited for what God is doing in his life. Hello, Mike. Good to see you. Thank you for wishing Joshua a happy birthday. I'm going to check on Instagram and see who we got on there. Hello, Malika. Thank you for joining. And there's probably some others that I cannot see because sometimes my stream service does not want to act right. But if I did miss anybody who is speaking or typing, no offense if I missed it. I'll probably see it later. Let me check on Facebook and see if I miss, because I typically see that last. Let me see. So I see Mike on here and I see a lot of new people jumping on. But again, just wanted to tell everybody who's new jumping on, we are celebrating none other than Joshua Evans. Super excited for him. I'm going to share his books again. I was just getting ready to jump off, but I will share with you Joshua's books. These are the two books that we did together, and then he moved on and did his comic book and did his YouTube. I mean, Joshua is on fire, y'all. I'm telling you, I love this little boy with everything in my heart, and I gotta stop calling him a baby because he's 16, y'all. He's 16, so I'm just calling him my little godson. That's my baby, my big baby. So, anywho, thank you guys, and when you support Joshua, shoot me an inbox, a message, let me know, because I want to be a blessing to you and offer you something 16% off or 16 free minutes of something to say thank you for being a blessing to Joshua. All right. So the names of his books. Thank you for asking. Let me go ahead and share his link. Give me 1 second. Hold on. All right. So I'm going to share his page so that you can see the names of his books. All right. Let's see if I could do this right. Okay. So the two that I held up were the Coulson's Kids. That's the number 1 and number 2. Coulson's Kids, The Family of Peace. And I tell you, it was kind of a running joke because he wanted it kind of like that, of course, like that comic type look. But we always teased him and said, you must have wanted a big family with brothers and sisters, all the Coulson's kids. And so we would just tease him and say those are his little brothers and sisters. So that was his first book, which was this book here. And I'll open it up for you to kind of see. It's like a it's actually almost like a comic book in a sense, because everybody has like a saying and they have it's like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a play almost. And so then he went on and did the Coulson's Kids 2, which is the family continuing. So you see Joshua wrote a lot. This is not just a little skimpy book. It's got a nice little thick spine. So that's where the family kind of continued. And you can see they got a little bigger, a little older. Coulson's Kids 2. This means war. And the crazy thing about this is that when you say this means war, it's actually not war in the sense of what you think. This is a praying family. So they're talking about war as in like falling on their knees together and praying. So this is, I mean, just Joshua's brain and mind is just fantastic. So happy for him. So excited for him. And I love to see how God uses him. So those are the two books that I showed on the screen. Then Joshua went on to do the Spike Trio issue, or Spike Trio. This is the first one here. And then here's the second one that he did. And then his most recent is the Harmony Pals. So I'm sorry. No. The Spike Trio was the most recent. My apologies. It was Harmony Pals and then the comic book series. So all 5 of his books / comic strip is on here as well. And then you can definitely follow him on, where is his YouTube? Where is it? Okay. Hold on 1 second. He does have a YouTube page. All right. So when you click anywhere, like on one of the videos where you see his name, don't look at me too much right there, but just click on any of his, there it is, Creative Squadgenics, and you'll see a picture of Josh holding his 2 books. So I just love the kids. I love to support youth. Let's watch a little bit of his interview with Kelly. This was amazing. This kid is doing some amazing things.
Some kids in our area are going to be heading back to the classroom over the next couple of weeks. And while the pandemic has taken a toll on many of them, some have actually used the downtime to kind of hone in on their other talents. For one 6th grader, it was all about his writing.
They are creative, courageous, innovative, mischievous, but very loving, all at the same time.
Joshua Evans describes the characters in his book like they're his best friends, and they could be, because this young author is just a kid himself. He just finished his first book, The Coulson's Family, The Family of Peace. He did it before he turned 12. He celebrated his birthday with a virtual book launch.
And I was working through it through the whole entire pandemic. This book of their experiences takes you on a journey through the life of a large family that laughs, cries, prays, and fellowships together.
Joshua was an only child, but his story is about a family of 11. 9 children and their parents. Is it kind of like what you'd like to have for brothers and sisters, or did you just want to write something entertaining?
It was both.
The inspiration for his writing comes from his mom, Crystal Love, who wrote a book called Finding Normal.
Writing started with me with journaling.
And so did Joshua.
I'm very proud because he's very ambitious and self-motivated. And so he's determined to keep going.
During the pandemic, the 6th grader at Towson Concordia Prep admits he missed social time with his friends. However, that downtime has provided him with plenty of time for journaling and writing.
I wanted to share the story with other kids because I want to encourage them that they can also write as well.
He loves being an author so much. There are more books already in his future.
I'm actually working on it right now. The next book, The Coolest Kids 2.
And he's not stopping at 2. Joshua already has the stage set for a 3rd book. So look out for him on a bestseller list one day. Patrick?
And now from WMAR.
Oh, there we go. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Just wanted to share. Uh-oh. I think I did something on the screen here. Okay, there we go. So I just wanted to share that video. It takes me back because this is when Joshua did his first book. That's when he did his interview. And then he was talking about publishing the 2nd, which he already did. And then Kelly Swoop was talking about his 3rd. But guess what? Joshua has 5. So he was interviewed about the 1st, and now he's done 5. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be more. So again, I dropped the link in the chat so you guys can check out Joshua's books. He has 5 books, comics, regular book, Harmony Pals. He's got a bunch of things out there. And I know kids love comic books. So why not get a book written by a kid for kids? So the beautiful thing is that he talks about prayer in these books. The Coulson's kids, they are a family of prayer. Because one thing that I know, his mother, Crystal Love, brought him up on prayer. So that's what he's writing about, prayer and fellowship and camaraderie. And so it's such a beautiful narrative. And it's a great thing that kids can actually act out amongst themselves, because there's characters in here. And I mean, I tell you, he had fun with these names of some of these kids. But just look at how the first book started, and then look at how much he added to the second book. We couldn't get him to stop writing. Look at all this. All of this. Joshua is creative, and he drew a lot of his pictures in his own book as well. So again, check out the Coulson's Kids 1 and 2. Check out the Harmony Pals. Check out the Spike Trio with his comic books. Check out everything that Joshua is doing. And again, I only have these 2. And Joshua did 3 more since I last saw him. Well, no, that's not true, but 3 more, let's just say, over the years. So I don't have copies of those yet, but I will, because I want to continue to support Joshua. And I'm praying that you are able to support him as well. Once again, check out his site, joshuatheauthor.com/shops. And so for 16 people who purchase his book, I will offer them 16% off or something, or 16 minutes of free consultation, because I do charge for my 15-minute consultations. So I will offer you free 16-minute consultation, but you got to support Joshua. So again, you can also share it on your page, this live stream, and put something encouraging to inspire another youth, because my goal is to support the youth while also supporting Joshua and inspiring other youth as well. So, hey, John, good to see you. I see her in there. I got something coming for you next. I'm not even going to say it because she's going to get me. But Mike, John, let me check over to Instagram, Malika, and I feel like I missed somebody, but I cannot see it from this point. So I may check later on my phone. But yes, it is amazing. It blows my mind that he started at 11 years old. Now he's 16 and he has 5 books. I mean, just mind blowing. Many of us adults can't even sit down and focus on one book. So to see that Joshua has 5 books at 16 years old is amazing. And speaking of that, actually, we do now, and I'm going to just go ahead and say this to those that are listening, we do now have a special for those that want to write their book quickly. So when I worked with Joshua, we didn't have this. But now we have our book in a weekend, which is something super exciting where we can fast track writing your book. You just talk it out. We go through very intense conversation. You answer questions. And so we write the book for you based on everything that we talk about, and again, I'm not going to tell you the whole system, but if you want to know more, I can definitely share because that's a whole nother conversation. But essentially you're speaking your book and we're writing it for you. It's not the AI voice. It's your voice, your words. So I just want to clarify that because I know a lot of people are doing ChatGPT books. No. This is your book and your voice and your words. So just wanted to clarify that as well. If you want to get started on your books, or if you want to have, open the door for conversation to say, you know what, God put it in my heart to do this book. And I'm inspired by this young boy who's done 5, not 1, but 5. So if that's not inspiring to you, I don't know what is. So again, support Joshua, purchase his books, share the live, support him, drop a nice word, something to encourage, and let me know. And then I'll offer you one of our 16 either 16% off special or 16 free minutes of consultation, something like that. I want to be a blessing to you when you are a blessing to Joshua. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to post in the chat and I will do my best to respond. If not, then I will see you guys soon. Stay tuned. I got some more stuff I'm going to be dropping tomorrow on the page. I got to get some permissions first because some people are going to be mad at me, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and do what I got to do. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good evening.